Welcome back to another episode of Who Wants to Be a Gilionaire? I'm your host, Squillistipated, and before we get started today, I do want to point out that our applications are still open, and if you've applied to the show before, you need to do so again, because I've changed the whole audition process thing, and now you just have to do it again. So, get on that if you'd like to be on the show, and I'd love to have everyone on here that wants to be on here. But other than that, let's welcome back to the show, Drake Eshleman.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. It's been a long time since I've seen you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's
Definitely.
been months, hasn't it?
But you made it all the way to question number 7. You're on question number 7 now, and you have not used any of your lifelines.
I don't know how I did it.
So you still got your dual wield, you've still got your critical hit, and your glitch.
Yeah. I don't know. I've just been getting really lucky, you know?
Yeah. So are you raring to go for these next questions?
Oh, absolutely.
So how are you feeling? So you've gone through some of these questions. Like how are you feeling good about the rest of them?
I know eventually something's gonna be there that's gonna give me some serious pause, but otherwise, I think I'm gonna do pretty well.
All right, well, let's see how you do well on question number 7, worth 50 gil. In the original Super Smash Bros. Game for the N64, what is the name of the boss that you fight at the end of the one-player game? Is it A, Master Hand, B, Master Fist, C, Master Palm, or D, Master Arm?
The idea of Master Arm really kind of that's interesting. And then all I'm thinking is like a palm tree that you fight. All of these ideas are quite creative. Master Fist is probably the closest one to the right answer, because I mean there's that move where it attacks, you know. But I'm a pretty solid fan of the whole entire Super Smash Bros. Series as a whole, so I can confidently tell you that the answer is A, Master Hand.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, I think so. That's my final.
You gotta actually say final, or else it doesn't count.
Final.
This is a final.
100%
Like,
final.
because you can't just say I'm confident, man. It's just like it's an
final.
official. Okay.
It is so final right now.
And it is correct as well. You know, it's close one after close one, you know? Alrighty, on to question number 8, worth 75 gil. Which of the following entities does not try to harm you in the game Minecraft? Are they A, zombies, B, skeletons, C, squid, or D, Enderman?
Alright. I'm gonna be completely honest with you again. I'm not too well versed in the Minecraft universe.
Alright.
But I do know a couple of things. I know that Enderman is a person in Minecraft. I know that's an enemy in Minecraft. 100% sure of that. And I know that skeletons are also enemies in Minecraft. Now, the thing is, I've never heard of a squid in Minecraft. Never heard of it. And the only thing I'm kind of afraid of, because again, I've not played this game more than 5 minutes of my life. I'm pretty sure they're called creepers and not zombies. Like, I think that's a thing. So, I don't know if that's like... I know it's question 8. So, I'm like 99% sure it's not zombies. I'm trying to rationalize right now the idea of getting it wrong on question 8 on a probably like the most... I'm pretty sure Minecraft's like one of the top like best-selling games of all time and one of the most just popular things ever. But I would like to take the gander that zombies and creepers are the same thing. I'm not even sure if creepers is the word for it. You're probably laughing at me on the inside because I know nothing, and Enderman isn't even a person, and none of these are actually a thing. You're just screwing with me, but...
The whole thing's a joke. The whole question.
Oh, absolutely.
April Fools.
No, this is...
In January.
I'm going to stay confident and say that you are not attacked by sea squid.
Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer.
That's correct.
Alright.
Yeah, you almost made a lot of Minecraft community members very, very mad.
Oh,
very, very angry.
I know they would be completely, really horribly upset with me.
Moving on to question number 9, worth 100 gil. What is the name of the first zone in the game Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Genesis? Is it A, the Green Hill Zone, B, the Marble Zone, C, the Jungle Zone, or D, the Hilltop Zone?
I have played Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Genesis. It's, I haven't played it on the Sega Genesis. I think I have, like, one of the retro...
Yeah, one of, it's been remade for, like, every console. It's like...
Yeah, absolutely. It's, again, the Sonic games are really, really... They're fun for as much time as you can just, like... I feel like the original Sonic games don't live up to the hype, but, my favorite Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, that one was one I grew up with, and then I kind of played the Genesis ones. But what I can tell you is it has fantastic music, and exactly. I am a video game music aficionado. I love that stuff. And I'm not going to say I know this only because of the music, but I'm going to say I know it primarily because of the music, because the music to this game is fantastic. Actually, I think I have the sheet music for this, like, out on my piano. It's really ridiculously hard to play, though, because it has all the weird chiptune noises and whatever. But, and I think all of those are Sonic stages. I don't really recognize Hilltop Zone, but, tangent aside, I think the answer is A, Green Hill Zone.
Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer.
And it is correct.
Alright.
Those are all zones in the previous, or in some Sonic game. It may not be the first one, but they're all zones.
Gotcha.
Alrighty, on to question number 10, worth 250 gil. Offal Boyfriend is a dating sim game where you play as a teenage girl and date which sort of creatures? Are they A, mice, B, dogs, C, cats, or D, birds?
I'm ashamed to say that I've gotten every ending in this game. I think that's really all I need to say. I got it in a Steam sale when it was cheap, and I do not regret it. That game is hilarious. This is something where I'm considering throwing the answer just to save myself the embarrassment.
You could skip the question with one of your lifelines.
It's a possibility, but I'm not gonna turn down a free question. So I'm gonna keep this one simple and say D, you date birds, and it's a really enlightening experience, I have to say.
Is it your final answer?
That is my final answer.
That is correct.
All right, that's...
It's like that game of Never Have I Ever. You just, like, you get drunk enough, you gotta pull out the insecurities within the contestant.
It's, I mean, I've dated fake birds as a girl. It's really... The worst thing is you get referred to as a girl for the entire time, and so you don't feel comfortable putting your own name in there. But the name they give you is some generic Japanese name, and so there was a time, like, on my second playthrough, I'm like, Drake doesn't work there. So I was thinking, and I was like, I have to come up with a girl's name that I think it fits me, that I really feel that I can relate to these pigeons. What
name did you put? I am curious.
I think like Emily or something.
All right.
And then I felt too weird, and then I just went back to like the default, and then I just shook my head for a while and thought about my life and where I was going with that. I think that's enough about that game.
Changing the subject, segueing on to question number 11, worth 500 gil. In the Animal Crossing universe, what is the name of the currency they use? Is it A, rings, B, bells, C, bottle caps, or D, coins?
I have only one version of Animal Crossing. It's on the one on the Wii, City Folk.
Mm-hmm.
I like Animal Crossing for what it is. I know a lot of people didn't like City Folk, but it's the only one I've played, so I'm guessing the other ones are like better, which is awesome for me if I ever get to play them. All I know is that my sister and I used to be awkwardly competitive at this game, which is not competitive in nature, but we would always try and pay off our loans before each other. And anyone who's plays the games knows that the worst part of this game is having to pay off your loans to Tom Nook. One of the best things that I always used to do, I'm pretty sure when you shake the trees and like the money falls out, you can only do that so many times a day, and then there's like you can hit the rocks and you can only do that so many times a day. So I would wake up really early every morning, try and beat my sister to that, and I just remember thinking it's like the kind of comedic how they fall on the ground and they're just right there in this like field. You see all this money. Aside from that, the currency in Animal Crossing is bells.
Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer.
That is correct. Thought I could throw you off, because, when they fall down, they look like coins. But
yeah, they do. They look like coins, but they're called bells.
Exactly.
And, yeah.
Alrighty, let's go to question number 12, worth 750 gil. In Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, Knuckles looks for Chaos Emeralds for the light side heroes. Who is the treasure hunter for the dark side? Is it A, Vector, B, Robotnik, C, Shadow, or D, Rouge?
Well, here's another coincidence, because I mentioned earlier that Sonic Adventure 2 Battle is like one of my favorite games of all time, and I'd say it's probably my favorite game, well, second favorite game for the Nintendo GameCube. Almost screwed up there. But it was I love the game because like you could play as the good and the bad guys, and it's like you have 6 different characters that you can play as. So I don't know where you're getting the name Vector from. I feel like he might be from one of the newer Sonic games, but I don't know that name. So unless he were really creative and made it up, then I mean I know that's not right, but I just don't recognize the name. Robotnik is the alternative to Tails. They play in the mecha suit, which was the most boring part of the game, I think. And Shadow obviously is the rival to Sonic. Rouge the Bat being like a weird spy ninja bat thing. Again, I don't know too much about like the backstory of all the characters and everything, but I do know that she was the treasure hunter for the dark side, and that Knuckles' levels were always way better. So my answer is D, Rouge.
Final answer?
That is my final answer.
And it's correct.
Ooh.
I did not actually make that up. Vector is one of the characters in Team Chaotix in Sonic Heroes.
Sonic Heroes? I have not played that game.
Sonic Heroes. It's got a cool theme song.
Yeah, oh yeah, I know the theme song. Again, I'm a music guy, that's just all that I know about the game. Theme song and that.
I haven't played it either, it's okay. I just know the theme song and some of the characters. It's great.
That happens.
Alrighty. Question number 13, worth 1,000 gil. In the game Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, what kingdom does the game take place in? Is it A, the Nut Nut Kingdom, B, the Bean Bean Kingdom, C, the Green Green Kingdom, or D, the Mean Mean Kingdom?
I love the names. This is one of those that I haven't played. I know of the game though. I've seen like snippets of gameplay, and I think this is one of the games that I have a good idea of what the actual answer is. Because I've seen gameplay footage. I normally try not to watch games, which may end up, hurting me in the long run here. But I try not to watch games unless I know I'm never gonna play them.
Yeah, I mean, it spoils everything.
It's not my favorite thing. But if I'm gonna find a game that is either for like, it's not something that I can easily get my hands on, or if it's something that I am just interested in, but I don't feel like actually playing because I'm not good at that kind of game, then I won't play it. This is one of the games that I have actually watched. I don't remember like too much about it, but I do remember like, I'm pretty solid on this, that I think it's the Bean Bean. It's not, like, it's not my most confident answer ever, but I'm pretty solid on Bean Bean. Like, I'd put it, like, 90 to 10 odds. And, yeah, I know it's not Nut.
See, this inner turmoil is what I feed on. Like...
That's what game show hosts are born from. They create specifically masochistic people to try and ruin the hopes and dreams of everybody involved.
It works too. It's the best thing in the world.
Yeah. But now that this has ruminated, I think I'm gonna stay solid with my answer of Bean Bean Kingdom B.
Is it your final answer?
I may regret it, but it's my final answer.
That's correct.
All right. Questions are getting harder.
That's what's supposed to happen. I'm sorry to say. They don't get easier from here. Alrighty, let's see if this one is easier. Question number 14, worth 2,500 gil. What is the name of the blue gel found in the game Portal 2? Is it A, repulsion gel, B, propulsion gel, C, conversion gel, or D, cleansing gel?
Okay, so I love the Portal games. One of the best, like, it's 2 games, but it's one of the best game series already. And I really like the end. And Portal 2 is the one that I know less, but I still feel really solid about this. I'm 100% sure it's not cleansing or conversion. That does not seem right at all. I do know the blue gel is what you bounce off of. I know the orange gel makes you go faster. You like can run really fast on it, and the blue gel you can bounce off of, and it's like one of the best parts of the game when you have to like bounce up off 2 walls back and forth, and it's pretty crazy. See, the repulsion and propulsion things are a little bit sticky, but propulsion means to like drive forward, right? And repulsion just means get away. So going off the definitions that I've created, I would assume that it's the repulsion gel, because I haven't played the games in a while, so I don't remember the exact names, but going off of what I know from the games, repulsion gel sounds pretty good. And thinking on it more, the orange gel's probably called propulsion gel, but if the blue gel is called propulsion gel, it's probably a bad choice on their part. So, if I'm wrong, blame Valve. So
Will do. We'll send a letter.
We'll send a very angrily worded letter and say A, repulsion gel.
Is that your final answer?
I think that's my final answer.
Okay. I was like, there's no thinking.
There's no thinking. Yeah, no. It's my final answer.
That is correct.
That one was weird.
Yes, the orange gel is called propulsion gel.
Okay.
And I think the white gel is actually called cleansing gel.
Oh.
Because the white you use to make portable surfaces and to erase everything else.
Okay. That makes sense. I don't remember that actually. So I'll be looking it up later and making sure, because something I gotta keep that in my head. Just
Exactly.
in case any random stranger in the street, hey, what's the white gel called?
Depends on who you're talking to.
True.
What's the white gel called?
I think that's probably not gonna happen, but
Maybe,
we'll find out.
Oh, and that sound again means we are done with this episode. Man, you're making your question 15 you're on.
That's way farther than I thought I'd get. So I'm feeling pretty good about this. So I guess we'll see what happens next episode.
Yeah. So as I said last time, all his stuff, you can, if you want to find him, I'll put his address in the description.
Absolutely.
No.
Mail me.
All the links to him will be in the description. If you want to apply to be on the show, go and do that. Please go send in an application. If you want to see any questions if you think you have good questions, like Drake, he submitted some questions.
I submitted 2 questions, which apparently wasn't enough.
You can submit questions, and they might end up on the show. And if you want, just follow. If you want to be updated on the show, just go ahead and follow me on Twitter, or subscribe if you're not. That'd be nice. Go ahead and leave comments if you've got anything to say. I love reading those too. But in the next one, we will continue on question 15 and see if he can get to 1 million gil. And
yeah, I'm excited.
yeah. So we will see you next time.